President of Kazakhstan Nursultan Nazarbayev delivered his annual State of the Nation address. In the address, President Nazarbayev focused on social and economic development, the growth of income, improvement of the quality of life, creating comfortable living conditions, improving healthcare, boosting business development and participation of every Kazakh citizen in the country's positive transformation. President Nazarbayev highlighted that export-oriented industrialization should become a central element of the country's economic policy.
Надо поддержать собственные товары. Я вам показывал, одевал и одеваю.
We must support our products. I wore and continue wearing Kazakhstan-made clothing, which is 10 times cheaper. The less the state imports, the more independent the state is. Yes, we have our own bread, milk and energy, but gradually we must increase exports of other goods. I instruct to invest 500 billion tenge in the next 3 years to support manufacturing and export of non-commodity goods. I assigned the National Bank to provide long-term loans to businesses in the overall amount of 600 billion tenge.
Банкам в размере не менее 600 миллиардов тенге.
President Nazarbayev highlighted the importance of supporting the domestic exporters in the manufacturing sector in order to promote domestic goods on the regional and international markets, urging the government to assist the enterprises trying to present their goods on foreign markets.
Наша торговая политика должна перестать беззубой.
Our trade policy should become more sophisticated. We need to start taking proactive measures aimed at promotion of domestically manufactured goods on the international market. At the same time, we should assist our enterprises to be able to manufacture a wide range of consumer goods and develop the consumer goods market. According to Nursultan Nazarbayev, the Roadmap 2020 aimed to support small and medium businesses will be extended to 5 more years. The Kazakh president instructed the government to allocate 30 billion tenge annually to the roadmap's implementation. These measures will allow creating 22,000 new jobs and manufacturing goods worth 3 trillion tenge.
Kazakhstan will stay on the vanguard of tackling key international challenges. Kazakh Foreign Minister Kairat Abdrakhmanov presented Kazakhstan's position on important international challenges during the general debate of the 73rd session of the United Nations General Assembly. According to the Kazakh Foreign Minister, the world faces numerous challenges, and it is of utmost importance to reaffirm the shared commitments to the values of the United Nations Charter. Kairat Abdrakhmanov also reminded of Kazakh President Nursultan Nazarbayev's Manifesto of the World 21st Century that embodies Kazakhstan's commitments to promotion of peace. The Kazakh Foreign Minister also provided details on President Nursultan Nazarbayev's anti-nuclear initiatives, stressing the importance of establishing nuclear weapon-free zones and strengthening cooperation between them.
The platform unites prominent international scientists, entrepreneurs, politicians. Mr. President, in the regional context, we are committed to... Looking forward, Kazakhstan has a clear vision for its future development. By 2050, we seek to become one of the top 30 most advanced economies in the world, meeting the highest global standards in terms of economic performance and transparent governance. As a new model of economic growth, President Nazarbayev, in his annual address earlier this year, announced the new opportunities under the fourth industrial revolution. It outlines the path for our country to achieve those ambitious goals. This new roadmap focused on industrialization, further development of our resource potential, the use of smart technologies as a chance for a breakthrough in the development of agricultural industry, increasing the efficiency of transport and logistic infrastructure, reloading the financial sector and the strengthening of human capital as the basis of modernization.
Meanwhile, Kazakhstan's anti-corruption model was presented at the United Nations office in Vienna. Kazakh officials shared the country's anti-corruption experience and strategies and also presented a business and investors protection project.
Цели устойчивого развития предполагают
The Sustainable Development Goals address global challenges and promote good governance, the rule of law, and major development opportunities. Achievement of these goals will allow us to build a world free of corruption. Therefore, many countries that pay due attention to this matter gather to exchange opinions. Kazakhstan's participation in various international organizations and forums is yielding positive results, allowing our government to learn and also demonstrate our accomplishments in the fight against corruption.
Оно позволяет нашему государству учиться, но вместе с тем позволяет нашим государственным органам демонстрировать те успехи, которые у нас есть.
The conference was organized by the International Anti-Corruption Academy, which is set to hold their next assembly meeting in Astana. This move demonstrates recognition of Kazakhstan's anti-corruption achievements.
Встреча еще раз подтвердила тот факт, что Казахстан сегодня выходит на самые передовые рубежи в этом очень сложном.
The meeting reaffirmed Kazakhstan's achievements in the fight against corruption and the success of its policy related to corruption prevention, which is a complex, difficult, and meticulous work. I think it is time to implement the successful experience in other countries as well. We were demonstrated impressive results at the meeting, and it's time to share this experience and implement them in other countries.
Настолько впечатлительные есть результаты, которые мы сейчас увидели, что пора уже этот опыт переносить в другие страны.
Members of the Kazakh parliament discussed the global challenges of humanity in Brussels. At the Asia-Europe meeting, parliamentarians spoke about the climate change and environmental issues. Kazakhstan's experience in regulation of Sirdarya River flow and preservation of the North Aral Sea set an example for many countries. Kazakhstan attracted international institutions such as the World Bank and the European Bank for Reconstruction and Development to jointly address these issues.
Казахстан может поделиться своим опытом, как Казахстан заботится о экологии.
Kazakhstan can share its experience in environmental protection through the example of the Aral Sea. The North Aral Sea has been restored, the fish has returned, and the people are coming back. Kazakhstan can demonstrate its environmental activities aimed at improvement of people's lives.
Такую флагманскую роль по сохранению экологии, чтобы людям жилось лучше.
Kazakhstan gained worldwide recognition and authority due to the active participation in the global nuclear disarmament process. However, analysts believe that Kazakhstan is also widely known for its international peacekeeping activities. Kazakhstan is consistently gaining recognition in other sectors as well. The most effective way towards the quick economic growth is the development of joint projects, Kazakh experts believe. The Kazakh government supports the World Trade Organization's initiative on investment promotion. Since its establishment, the WTO has been engaged in regulation of trade and political relations between member states, particularly 164 participants. Experts say that there won't be full-fledged trade relations between countries without potential investors willing to invest in production and to increase the volume of exports and imports. Trade wars, economic turbulence in some states, and other factors may have negative impact on the world trade. In order to prevent this, the WTO member states are planning to develop uniform rules for attracting and triggering the investment. The permanent representative of Kazakhstan to the WTO says that there is a possibility that an agreement on investment promotion will be adopted as part of the 12th Ministerial Conference of the WTO, which will be held in Astana in 2020.
Страны-члены ВТО ведут эти обсуждения по именно упрощению процедур инвестиций.
The WTO member countries are conducting discussions on the investment facilitation and on creating a single competitive field for Kazakh and foreign investors. There are no different preferences that lead to the complicated business climate. Instead, there are uniform rules of the game. These uniform rules are adopted by the WTO agreement. Therefore, all countries that have signed this agreement will be required to comply with the rules.
Они приняты посредством соглашения Всемирной торговой организации, то все страны, которые подписались под эти соглашения, они будут обязаны исполнять их.
Kazakhstan is increasing its investment attractiveness. All conditions for business development have been created in the Republic. Spanish businessmen are also recognizing promising bilateral cooperation prospects. In the Republic, they intend to build a chain of plants and solid waste treatment. The main feature of the project is an innovative technology that gives the opportunity to obtain gas from recycling.
У нас есть новая технология из США. У нас есть несколько стран в мире, которые работают с этой технологией.
We have new technologies from the USA. We have several countries in the world that use this technology. We have a patent for gas purification. We can get gas out of the garbage. We would like to launch the first project. We are going to agree on it this year or in February, March of next year. The plant will manage to work in 15 months. Then in 2 years, the plant will be built, which will recycle the city's garbage and gas will be obtained. There will be no landfills, which is the best thing about the plant.
Надеемся, что будет через 2 года будет уже завод, который переработает мусор от города и получаемся газ. И что это самое хорошее, там мусор не будет полигон больше.
Cooperation between Kazakhstan and Spain is increasing. According to the Kazakh Foreign Ministry, in the first 7 months of this year, the growth of trade between the two countries increased by 56% compared to the same period last year. In general, the parties actively cooperate in areas such as energy, construction, agriculture, medicine, education, and the automotive industry. Today, over 40 enterprises with the participation of Spanish capital are working in Kazakhstan. Green economy is an important instrument aimed at promoting Kazakhstan's development. Kazakhstan is one of the world's first countries to adopt a strategic document on transition to green economy on the governmental level and has been successfully implementing the concept the past 5 years. 34 renewable energy facilities will be commissioned in Kazakhstan by 2020, including wind, water, and solar power plants. Alternative energy sources are being actively used in many sectors, including agriculture. More than 100 farmers in West Kazakhstan region are effectively applying the green technology solutions in their farming operations. Local farmers purchased solar generators that allowed them to provide utilities to remote pasture lands existing in the region.
Үкімет тарапынан да шаруа қожалықтарға көптеген көмектер көрсетіліп жатыр. Яғни бұндай қондырылған өз ақшасына мана негізінде алғашында өз ақша.
There are many enterprises in the rural district. The government provides assistance to them. If farmers purchase equipment, the government subsidizes 80% of the cost.
Әл-ауқаты жоғары шаруа қожалықтарымыз өте көп. Яғни солар жақын арада тағы да осындай жігіттер қондырамыз деп шаруа қожалықтар ниет білдіріп жатыр.
Alternative energy sources are used by about 250 farms of the region. If the equipment costs more than 2.5 million tenge, the government reimburses 80% of the costs. As part of the investment subsidy program, the government paid about 300 million tenge to local farmers this year.
Tajikistan can boast a great harvest of melons and watermelons this year. Tajik farmers harvested more than 260,000 tons of melons and watermelons in July, which is 30,000 tons higher compared to the same period last year. However, by the end of the season, which will last for several more months, the watermelon harvest will even be higher. Tajik farmers are currently harvesting dryland watermelons. The specially produced variety allows growing watermelons in highland plantations. Our products are in great demand. We send part of the harvest to orphanages, retirement homes, and military units and sell the rest of it all over the country. This farm's dryland watermelons are popular all over Tajikistan. Due to the great demand, the farmers expanded the sowing areas this year. According to the agrarians, growing this variety is very profitable. The plants are easy to handle as they don't require complex maintenance and watering. Nutrients are delivered to watermelons directly from the soil as their roots reach the depth of 2 meters. Many buyers are interested in the dryland watermelons grown on highland plantations. Last year, we planted watermelons at 2 hectares of land. Therefore, this year, we expanded the area to 5 hectares. Highland watermelons are popular in Tajikistan due to their special properties. Local people believe that they are more delicious, beneficial, and much sweeter than the lowland watermelons. Foreign consumers will soon have the opportunity to try these watermelons as the local farmers are planning to export their products. The 355th birth anniversary of an outstanding Kazakh public figure and judge, Joly was widely celebrated across Uzbekistan. Scientists, culture experts, historians of the two countries, as well as the representatives of the Kazakh diaspora attended the event. In the Sheikhan Taur Memorial Complex, they honored the memory of an orator, a poet and judge of the senior Jews. In addition, as part of the Year of Uzbekistan in Kazakhstan, the conference titled In Memory of Joly was organized. Two of the three most famous Kazakh judges were buried in Uzbekistan. Joly was buried in the mausoleum of Karlagash in Tashkent, and Ayteki was buried in the Navoiy region. They greatly contributed to the unification of the Kazakh people. Every nation has great historical figures, wise men, rulers, whose traces remain forever and serve the culture and history of the country. Joly is one of these people. He is distinguished because during the difficult years for the people in the 70th century, he called for the unification of the people, helped in every way, and used to make fair decisions on the most difficult topics. Maghjan Jumabayev's poems have been translated into Azerbaijani. A collection of the poems of one of the founders of the new Kazakh literature was published in Baku with the support of the international Turksoy organization. A presentation of the publication was timed to the 125th anniversary of the talented writer and teacher. The publication is presented in two books. In the first book, the poet's verses are given in original and in Professor Ramiz Asker's translation. The other book is presented only in Azerbaijani and is named after one of the poems of the author. In the Turkic world, this year is declared as the year of Maghjan Jumabayev. The poet's 125th anniversary was celebrated in Turkey. An international research conference was organized in the UNESCO headquarters in Paris. Today, Baku hosted a large-scale event to mark the 125th anniversary of Maghjan Jumabayev. The author of the translations says that the Kazakh publicist was first in Central Asia to unite two streams of spiritual development of the people of the East and the West. In addition, rector of the Azerbaijan State Pedagogical University, Jafar Jafarov, highlights that Maghjan Jumabayev is one of the remarkable poets of modern literature of all the Turkic people. We presented a three-dimensional work dedicated to the life and works of the poet. The academic community of Azerbaijan is well aware about Maghjan Jumabayev and honors him a lot. The book is included in the curriculum of the Turkic philology in universities of Azerbaijan. In addition, as part of the celebrations of the poet's birthday, a number of other events will be organized across the republic. The new 85th season started at the Abay Kazakh State Academic Theater of Opera and Ballet. The theater has a rich program this year. A number of premieres is awaiting the sophisticated spectators. In October, the theater will present a new production of Don Quixote by Ludwig Minkus. The ballet has been staged several times at the theater, but this season will feature a new production. The audience will see changes in some of the scenes with the original choreography. The opera fans have not been forgotten too. In December, they will be pleased with productions of plays like Pagliacci and Cavalleria Rusticana. A best production group in the world consisting of Lorenzo Mariani and William Orlandi from Italy will come to rehearse a one-act operas. The world's leading production groups, including Lorenzo Mariani and William Orlandi from Italy, will come to Almaty to rehearse one-act operas. They have already promised incredible stage, colorful costumes, and most importantly, rich drama stories. Another premiere will be held in the spring. The new production of Pyotr Tchaikovsky's Eugene Onegin will be staged in the famous theater. The leadership of the theater believe that the art connoisseurs of Almaty will be pleasantly surprised this season. Tubiteka is an ancient national men's or women's headwear of the Turkic people. It is widespread in Central Asia since the 19th century. There's a wide variety of forms of tubiteka, such as pointed, conical, hemispheric, square, and round shapes. Fabrics such as black satin and velvet are used for the men's tubitekas, while silk and brocade are chosen for the women's caps. Tubitekas were high and low, decorated with borders and embroidered with beads, glass, and metal elements. In the past centuries, the headgears could testify their owner's social status and regional background. In Tajikistan, traditional ornament on the tubiteka features a white almond on the black background. Turkmen takiya has geometrical ornaments with combination of bright colors such as yellow, black, white, and red. The main decoration of the Kazakh takiya has always been hand-embroidered decorative stitches.